It's that Little Gay Talk Show with your hosts, Mr. Joel Tatum and Miss Pinky.
Pew, pew, pew.
Hey, y'all.
Where's your
Hey,
pause button?
I know, right?
We're still getting used to the new arrangement. There's always a whole lot of get together. Hey, y'all.
Three shows later.
3 shows later, right?
Yeah.
3 shows later. Hey.
What happens if I push
You've been
this
sitting there.
button?
Carlos has been sitting there for an hour playing with his microphone,
sure
and
I
now
know.
once we're recording,
I'm ready to sing.
No.
Da, 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 da. I didn't ask for opinions, David.
It was free. I'm not charging you for it.
girl,
Welcome to another episode of that Little Gay Talk Show where we're literally just sitting around just chit-chatting. Carlos is singing. How you doing, Miss Carlos? Besitos.
Muchos besitos para todos. Un gusto estar aquí. It's a pleasure to be here with everybody.
And I think we have a David White button. I can't remember which button it was.
Oh, Jesus.
Dear God.
It's the second?
Here
David.
it comes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Before I...
and that
Oh, I think we
super
Oh my God,
quiet.
that is
yeah.
super
was
quiet.
really
Let's
quiet.
yeah.
Hold
Let's,
on, was
way
that
down.
you?
let's get some volume on that.
David White.
Go.
Hi.
David.
There we go.
Too loud. Not high.
She's just David.
David.
2002.
David.
There you go.
But her
Better
entire,
than David
but I
White.
think, but I think for pretty much our entire friendship, it's David White. I have never just said David.
Had you
David
guys-
White.
There's like a history there.
I
I mean,
know.
it's like back in the day, there were like 3 Davids. So we were all.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Is like there must have been a multitude of
Yeah,
Davids.
there were
That's
3
the
Davids at the
history.
time, and so we were all
Okay.
Miss, and Miss White. So that's how
Right.
it all became. That's why I'm.
I was always medium at family gatherings because there's so many Charles in my family.
So
like-
they didn't call you James?
No, because I think one of my cousins' middle names was James.
Okay.
Another one of the Charleses. But so I was I wasn't a second or third either because my uncle was the second and his son was the third.
I think I finally got your volume right. You know, the last episode, you keep doing all of this.
I do. I move around
You
a
move
lot.
around a lot, so we were trying to like.
I don't think he's the only one.
I'm hard to tie down.
But I think I finally got your volume right. Because even with you moving around, you sound really good.
Yeah, that's good. So talking about middle names, I actually in school in Mexico, because of course there's a whole bunch of Carloses. I used to go by Isidoro, which is my middle name. Yeah.
You know the funny thing in my family, they all call me by my middle name. No one calls me Joel. They call me Alan.
Oh.
And the only time I hear Joel is when I'm in trouble. That was the only time I heard Joel Allen Tatum. Get your ass in the house or something like that. But yeah, if I heard my full name, I knew I was in trouble.
There's a fun little tidbit. His passport's right here. You might want to know what his real first name is.
His real first name?
Silence.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
first of all, and there's a story.
Joel Andrea?
So back on December 5th, 1967, at
people cannot
12:02
write.
a.m. at 12:03 a.m. a little angel
Just
was
after midnight,
born.
really?
A little,
And then the devil snatched him right out of
yeah, exactly.
right out of
Well,
the
you
NICU.
thought it was an angel.
Yeah.
Thought it was
Turns
an
out.
angel, but was looking the doctor up and down, going, okay. So mom,
Knew exactly how it was going to be and decided to call you a hoe.
okay, mom was now that was back in the day where they filled you full of drugs when you went into labor. I mean, you were full of drugs when you went into labor. So
Natural childbirth shit.
when she had to filled out the birth certificate, she accidentally wrote an N instead of an L. And she tried to get them to change it, but they wouldn't change it. And I didn't hear this story until 25 years later when I went to get my birth certificate and I pointed out that there was an N instead of an L. And she says, well, I was a little high when I had you, and the nurses wouldn't change the N to an L. But if you want to change it, it's $3,000.
So if you pronounce Joen as, Spanish, it's Hohen. Am I right?
No, it's
Close enough.
Hoin.
Close enough. Hohen's close enough for me. So his parents, his mom knew what he was going to be like when he grew up, and just decided
Because
to call
there
him
is
Hohen.
a name.
Hohen.
There's a name
I love that.
Hain. So yours will be Hoen.
So on my
He's a
passport,
Joanne.
so the state of Texas said you cannot use Joel. You have to use the name that's on your birth certificate.
Which
Even
is
though
like
I
that
had
for
been
any
using
passport.
Joel on all my IDs for thousands of years, and then suddenly,
Right, in that birthday.
because
Are you that old?
a
The real name
typo-
is Joanne.
Yes, I had to go with Joen.
I like Hohen better.
He likes
Hoen.
Hoen.
So what? And
He's
what
always
year was
Hohen,
that?
so
You are a Hoen.
you're a hoe.
And what year was that?
He's Hohen. 19.
19 something or other. I already said it. I ain't saying it
Have
again.
you ever changed it?
75?
60.
65.
Ooh, nah,
67.
67. And that's
didn't say
BC,
it.
y'all.
I didn't-
That's BC.
That's BC. Yes, ma'am. That's
Just because everyone may have been a little confused when
That's
you said thousands
yes.
of years you've been using Joel.
yes. That's before Coy. So yes, not that other bitch with the C in her name that I met in Jerusalem one time. That
Cunt? Oh.
Christ, girl,
Christ. I don't know. David may have been confused because you said
can
C
see what
in
happened.
her name.
Mm-hmm.
If you had said her
angel
name
grabbed you
started
and
with
licked
C, he
you
might not
over.
have been so confused.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think his name was Jesus.
That was not his real
Who has a funny story about his real name?
His real name is, it's actually, much I forgot, but it's Middle Eastern.
It's Jeffrey.
And here's
Yes,
probably,
It's
that's
very Middle Eastern.
It's very Middle Eastern.
and he probably was not a white boy.
Probably
Definitely
wasn't.
It was Middle Eastern.
Now, according to Mormon doctrine, when Jesus came to visit someone
When
in
Jesus
Utah,
came.
which can anybody explain to me why Jesus would be in Utah of all
When
places?
Jesus
I thought Joseph Smith was visited by somebody in New York, actually.
Pardon me, are we talking about Mormons?
Randy, we need
That's
you to
Randy.
sit
Yes,
over there
that's
and
Miss
look.
Randy in the background. Say
look
hello
like
to
you're
everybody,
drinking
Miss
something.
Randy.
Hello, everybody. Mormons are a motherfucking cult. Get over your goddamn self.
No
And it-
citation needed there, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Who invited this bitch?
/tag anyone who
Love
is a
you.
member of any church is a member of a cult.
That's right.
That is right.
Yes.
His email address is.
Sure is.
Outside of the Bible is a cult.
No, they're all cults.
Oh, they ain't all cults, girl.
My email
I'm
is
sorry,
worldlyexposure07@gmail.com.
I'm sorry.
Carlos
Miss
is
Randy,
Carlos is
I
looking
feel like
Mary
they-
over here.
He's about to get security
I
checked.
know.
Osmond gets my
He's about to get randomly stopped by security
Yeah, exactly.
at random.
That's all I'm saying. Donnie Osmond, you can kiss my ass.
Yes, I suddenly became
Donnie Osmond?
no.
He's the king of the Mormons, girl.
No, actually.
Do they have a
I don't
king?
think they have a king, do they? I think they have a
I thought
president.
Christ was the king.
They have a president.
Yeah, I think the Mormons have a president.
I think the Christians have a president too, don't they? Isn't that
So
Joel
I have a
Osteen?
little story about
He's got quite the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, right. Exactly. The guy who bought out the fucking basketball stadium.
He pays rent to the city for that, actually.
Oh, does he? Thank goodness.
Yeah, well, it's only like $1 million a year or some puny little
shit.
number like
We'll
that.
take whatever.
Shit, he makes that
Well,
one
we
pass
know.
one play.
We know.
I was gonna say the collection plate through the front row it collects that.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
let me tell you. When I used to work at
Get them coffers, girl.
Bank of America,
Got a plane to pay
I
for.
used to see the donation checks.
Liquid.
Let me tell you, Oprah will send $10,000 checks almost on a daily basis.
Apparently Tyler Perry does too.
Tyler Perry.
You gotta
I mean,
stay on
people
top of those
would
tax write-offs.
give- yeah.
You can't all do it once at the end of the year. Then it looks like you're doing it on purpose.
suspicious
And of course, even like there was a very famous, and I can't remember his name, a very famous lawyer. His check was always almost It was, if I'm mistaken, $5,000 about a month.
Are you allowed to divulge that information?
Yeah.
He's not
Not-
saying
I don't
names.
work. I don't work for them anymore.
Oh,
saying
okay.
And I'm not saying names.
Good.
And I
But
don't work for
Oprah's
that
name is
company.
Oprah.
And Tyler Perry's is Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Tyler Perry.
we're just
Tyler
trying
Perry.
to
Did he-
CYA.
Didn't he contribute like $250,000 or something like that in the last flood to Joel Osteen? Let's see.
What did he? Wait,
Open
what did
his
he
door.
use?
I don't even know. I was like,
Who? What did he use that money for? Because he didn't
To
help
help
nobody.
300 people, apparently,
To help how many?
and make
After
them
the
feel
flood.
uncomfortable after the
After the
flood.
flood.
And make them feel
Af-
uncomfortable because
okay.
he felt like they were going to break his.
Not
church.
only after the the flood, but after the fact that he got caught was actually when he did some.
And then,
Yes.
if that wasn't enough, the city of Houston honored him. Some kind of humanitarian award or something.
It
because of
almost made
helping.
me want to push that other button on when I went to vote. It almost made me want to do it, but I'm like, I guess I have to go with Sylvester. I guess I
Go
don't
with
have
the
no
lesser
choice.
of two evils.
So what has everyone been up to this week?
Oh,
Yes.
Anything messy? Any kind of messiness in the past week or so?
Well, no messiness. The messiness hasn't started yet.
Yeah, right.
I'm about to get messy, girl.
We know.
I'm gonna get messy.
you didn't answer.
Go
Are you
for
off
it.
tomorrow?
Go for it.
I am off tomorrow. Yes.
Yes. Oh my God. Clear your throat. Clear your nose.
I know.
That was just.
I'm sorry. This
That hurt
weather.
my-
If Houston, Texas, I love you, but I can't stand your weather.
She said,
I know.
Yeah.
"I'm off tomorrow."
That's my.
I was like, "Girl, you don't sound like you're gonna be very off tomorrow."
The bitches
Sound
are
like she
ignoring
getting
you.
turned on.
Damn good thing she's off tomorrow.
I woke up this morning and my throat was just on fire.
Her white unicorn is parked out front.
I know. You would have thought I took a 12er, but no, it was hurting. I mean, it
What's
was
a
hurting.
12?
12
Incher.
inches. 12 inches, girl.
inches.
12 inches, girl.
I'm asexual.
Where?
Leave my thing.
Oh man, we can't have one episode.
All right.
It's all about David.
Yes. What was it
what's
you
your
were talking
point?
about
Where you going with this?
last show?
What? The leave David alone?
Yes.
Leave David alone. Oh Lord! If you're a regular listener, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And then Joel right now is going to start going back to the first episode of asexuality. And
Oh.
tell us about.
The-
But I
the
really
encyclopedia
want to
that
make
we're-
this a point. Yeah.
But we're not going to do that.
No, we're not.
But what's been up? Anyone been up? You know?
Well, I've had a couple of, I guess, appointments that end up getting canceled. So it's not
Oh, okay. Appointment.
appointments. Yeah. But hopefully, something will happen soon.
Well, that's good.
Thank
that's
you.
good. I'm glad.
Usually, of course, my calendar is booked, but
Right.
I've been getting
You get a call in every now and then.
Yeah.
Well, that happens in the nature of the
True.
business that you do. So
Oh, it's no business.
it's no.
He was
business.
being
It's not
subversive.
an actual.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. His-
Anyway, I
I'm
think
not
it
talking
was
about
get
business related.
Oh,
Yeah.
get
Get
business.
business.
I don't- yeah.
yes.
You know what?
Gitmo.
I need to
Business.
No.
Business.
The fact that I didn't hook onto that right away means that I need to get some business right away. I mean, right away. I mean, right. But it's so hard for a girl out there when you turn a certain age.
Well, I thought you said you had your regulars. I thought that they were all gonna line up tomorrow because it's
Tonight.
your birthday.
Well, first of all,
It's pants half off.
I
Sale.
have
To the left half, to the right half.
I have a house guest at this moment, so I can't be having parades.
Well, doesn't that mean you should be getting it all the time then?
We need you to leave.
But having a house guest, doesn't that mean that that's like
Yeah.
all
She can
access?
She can actually help you clean them up and get them pre-lubed so you can just
What?
as they go.
Okay, first let's hear what Randy has to say real quick. What did you have to say, girl?
I sleep with a mask on, and you know it. And one time, this bitch brought a trick home and said, "Girl, don't take off your mask." I didn't stop her.
Oh, so you're still gonna get it
Wow.
on.
Like I stopped you.
So in other words,
Are you allowed to watch, videotape, do pictures?
I don't want her watching. That would be.
And anyway, this is a house. There's a living room, a bedroom, and everything.
Jesus.
As in most places there are.
Yes.
Exactly.
So
So.
What about gays in the news?
ooh.
Nose.
Okay.
Nose.
I know.
Where are your noise
Let's
things?
do the disclaimer first. First of all, we are not professional journalists. If we get it wrong, we get it wrong. Just tell us we got it wrong.
Nah, don't tell us we got it wrong.
Good
We're not
Lord.
worried about getting it wrong. We're reading headlines. We're not getting into anything. And if
We want to get it right, but we don't care if we get it wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
there's no wrong about it. We're just kind of
No.
our opinions
It's
are
just a
opinions.
couple
Yeah,
of
exactly.
gays sitting around talking about different topics out there and giving your personal opinion about certain things,
Right.
Cultural, community, health, and you name it.
And that's not us throwing
We don't have
shade.
a
We want to.
topic.
We definitely
Yeah.
want to thank any and everyone who gives us feedback.
We appreciate it. makes us
Adrian,
better.
you commented on our last show, so thank you, which means you listened. Hopefully you liked
appreciate
and
your
shared
feedback.
that.
And it was very passionate.
We're not
just like
we're not
our
throwing shade,
opinions.
but we don't like to get too deep in things. You
Well-
get too deep and it starts getting messy.
Well,
Yes.
the beautiful thing is that we did kind of, we did get one review from October. I think it was October, maybe it was September, where they said that we were all talking all over each other. But I think that now that we have the new system, we haven't been doing that.
Had they
So,
commented that it's better?
I haven't
Not that
heard
I
it.
know, but
Bastards.
and just to kind of clarify a little bit, when they gave us that feedback, we kind of actually tried to bring it down, but
Right.
that made the whole, I guess, flow a little weird. And
Because
that,
girl, we're messy. We talk
We're
all over
messy,
each other.
yeah.
All the
That's
time.
what it's all
So
about.
why
Yeah.
But
not?
what about gays in the news? We have any gays in the news? Or gay news? Or
Gay news? Well, I think recently there was I saw some videos on YouTube about Dwayne Wade, supporting his son, going to Pride Parade. I think he got a little heat on it, and his whole thing is just I'm a parent. I'm here to support my kids, and I the way I bring. The upbringing of my kids, it may be diverse because each one of them has different needs, different wants, and I cater to that. And he, he was asked what would he recommend for other parents in Pride, and he said, my recommendation is not just for Pride, but on the daily, get to know your kids. What is it they want? What is it that they need? And cater to that. Which I thought it was very brave of
I
him.
think that's very.
I don't know that I'm in full support of catering. I think that's too indulgent a word for my
that's
belief.
a word that I'm using, but
Oh, he didn't say that?
no, he didn't say the word catering. That is
Oh.
that is my. But what he's saying is learning the needs and the wants of your kids, and then mold your parenting based on that. Because what works for one may not work for the other.
Right.
One. And
Quit teaching to the test. Quit
Right.
parenting to the test.
Yeah,
y'all.
exactly.
Because and I saw that when my nieces growing up, one of my nieces was very needy. The other one was very independent. The other one, you would tell her sit down and raise the voice, and she would calm down. The other one, you would tell her that, and she would just get worse. So my sister had to figure out different ways to make her understand things, and
Right.
that's what he was referring to.
We're all individuals.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's so cute.
So there's that.
Well,
and I'm still
the funny thing is
sound
that
effect happy.
and I love that style. I wish my parents had done that kind of thing. My parents, 1, 2, 3, you're all the same, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But they were building
yeah.
houses the same
Yeah.
in that generation as well. There was, and there was that, mid-century modern spike
Yeah.
where they started mixing things up
Well,
and
and think
being
about
as
that.
outrageous as possible.
Right. There is no book. There's nothing that says this is how you are supposed to be a
There
parent.
is.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lie. I feel like if you pay attention to your kid and like you pay attention to them growing up, it's just like, me.
No.
The equivalent there for me is the dog.
And
the
I
dog
get
is
that.
the manual. Like
And then-
he
and to a certain
will
extent-
tell me what he needs when he
Yeah.
needs it,
And
just like a
there's-
kid does.
There's even books about the psychology of I
don't think those help as much,
and
though.
whatnot. And of course, and there's nothing that's going to work 100%. You just have to try and go. But definitely don't just think that everybody's going to be the same. You have to a certain extent, adjust. Just like at work, I have to adjust with people that have different attitudes, different type of communication styles. If I want to grow up in the ladder or get to be able to communicate properly with everybody, I kind of have to learn a little bit of everybody's different personality traits.
Well, it could be that you could go in the opposite direction and just drop your child off at the police station because you found out he might be gay.
Oh, he was not
That
dropped
was-
at the police station.
Well, he was dropped in front of
He was dropped just somewhere.
on the side. Now, according to the order I read, it was near a police station or something like that because the kid made it to a police station. His mom came and picked him up, but Dad.
But
found-
where were you going to go?
we
Where
talking
would you
about
But
the
go?
Dad-
same- Hold on, did we change subjects from Dwayne
He sure
Wade?
did.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
Joel-
did. There's
Well,
another.
I just
there's
wanted to
another
go-
headline.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
Lord. Okay,
since
I
we're
missed the
talking about
transition,
gay parenting, I just wanted to go in the opposite
Right.
direction of what could happen.
Different story.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay,
on,
different
on
story.
the
In case you're
opposite
following
side
us,
Yeah.
because
Dwayne Wade
that
thing
was
is a different story. Okay.
yeah,
Right.
because
Yes, it's a different story.
you accidentally found gay porn on this child. First of all, this child is 11. I don't know what he was doing with gay porn. Maybe he found it by
What,
accident.
what was he doing with
kids-
porn on the phone anyway?
Well,
I mean,
you know-
slash tag, you give a kid a phone with
Yeah,
the fucking
exactly.
internet, and he's going to find nudies somewhere.
He's going to find it somewhere. So you automatic, instead of sitting down and having a chat with this child, you decided he was gay
Conversation.
and dropped him off like he was just a sack of meat on the side of the road. Like
In
that,
all fairness, we are all sects of meat.
that is fair, I guess.
Maybe
But it's
he
a
was
child.
We're not without feelings.
It's a child, and I feel like all those trolls who gave Dwayne Wade such a hard time, and I hate to say this, but
Now
I
we're back
guess
to
I
Dwayne
can. I guess I could say this.
We're all over the place, David.
but
Yeah, we are.
you know, when you, people of color in this community, when they get it from when they get it from their own community of color, it's far more hurtful. It really is hurtful because as much as we like to think that we have progressed, there's still a lot of people in the black community that are still as homophobic as you could possibly be. I mean,
To be honest,
I think there's just
I
as
don't-
many all over the place. Though.
well, no, but yeah, I
Saying
get
it's
that,
worse
but-
for any other minority than it is another is
Okay.
unfair. I
No,
think.
no,
That's
no.
something
That's
that
not where.
you-
That's not where I'm going. What I'm saying is the fact that as a black
it's
gay
more
man,
hurtful
it's just
for you.
It's more hurtful.
Yeah, and that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I can
this has
understand
nothing
that.
to do with any other race, whatever.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
what I
but
mean.
It's just.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
more hurtful.
Signifying
It can
for
sound
you
like-
because you identify.
Yeah.
Yes.
You identify that way.
You're saying your people is in like you're disappointed in your people.
Yeah. Sometimes
Just
I
like
can be
when
really
my people act wrong, I'm disappointed in my people.
That would
I
be.
am just disappointed at people, period.
Right, and that's the point I was making.
Yeah.
So-
So David, I saw that you made a face earlier about some comments. So what is your take on that?
Really?
Because-
Just
No,
some.
No, yeah, because he's like rolling his eyes and
No,
like,
but I
He is an
that's not
oral
what it was.
contortionist
yes,
or a facial
Spit it out.
contortionist.
no, well, both, for what we heard. But anyways,
I don't
based on
remember who
stories.
said it. It was something that was being said at the time, so I don't really know. But I just
He mentioned that we are all
Sacks of meat.
sacks of meat.
Oh,
and that's
Lord.
where you
That's
just
where I rolled
there you
my
go.
eyes. Oh,
Yeah.
God, Jesus Christ.
So talk to us.
No.
Talk to us, David Blanco. ¿Qué piensas? ¿Eres carne o no eres carne?
So so that's what
A couple of other flyby tidbits in the news. We were talking all before the show and kind of going over some select bullet points and how in depth we wanted to get on each one. Two others were: are we ready for a gay president? Because apparently that's something that is on a potential horizon, not necessarily realistic or
Like poo?
imminent. What now?
Is it potential? Or,
I don't know because
Okay.
I feel like that's too close to Putin.
right. No,
Yo.
that's what I heard.
Oh, he silenced everyone twice on that one.
so-
Yeah.
so-
And
David
then why
Blanco-
you didn't have anything to say about that Putin joke? You didn't nothing.
potential.
No, I was
You know,
trying
that
to.
Putin
No,
joke?
it wasn't.
trying
It
to
wasn't a
make a joke.
Putin joke.
I thought
It was
terrible.
It was a poo-poo platter joke.
Yeah, no, and I wasn't trying to make a joke. It's just that's how I heard you say potential, and I was like, what? But
She's
anyway.
just throwing shade. Okay.
So David Blanco, can you
No
tell us a
tea-
little bit
no tea, no
about
shade here.
maybe possibly a president? Can you give us?
Do you think we're ready? A quick yes or no, all around the table. David,
We, as in me, myself.
the country
No,
being
we as in
is
the
is the
country.
country ready?
is the United States?
We're all us
of
queers at
America.
this table are ready for a gay president. We know that.
No. I mean, I like the guy. He's pretty cute and all that, but
He is
I
definitely
don't think
cute.
that. I don't think that we as a society.
And his
I'll
husband
tell
is
you
too.
why. Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you why. It's them old folks who live out in the country. That's why. And
Right,
if you're
we still got a
listening,
couple
I'm
more-
talking to you.
We got a couple more terms left before those votes become invalid.
True.
Non-consequential.
Shut up, bitch. I know where
Let's
you're going.
let's bribe Canada, the Prime Minister, to get some dirt.
Joel,
on
yes or
everybody
no?
else.
Is America? Joel, is America ready?
Yes. Oh my God.
I'm going to agree with David. I don't think America's ready. We say we are, but we're not. But we've been surprised
not.
before. I mean,
mean,
Obama got into office,
yeah, it's
so we were
Right.
asked this question before. Who knows? Is he viable against Trump though? That's what I'm worried about. Even if he won the nomination,
I
could
feel
he beat
like
Trump?
Grumpy Cat is viable against Trump.
I think. Sure.
Just as internet famous,
I
if
know.
not more.
If he does get
Grumpy
impeached,
Cat, right?
Grumpy
You
Cat
know-
unfortunately passed on.
This
That
that
was-
was
have a
that
chance.
new white
Oh,
cat.
the baby Cranky.
The
then.
yeah,
Yes,
the new cat.
the
yeah.
new cat.
What about you, Carlos? Is America ready for a gay president?
I don't think so. I don't.
And
think
will
we
they
are.
change the spelling to a Z instead?
I hope so,
I hope so too.
but I don't know that people are ready.
Pinky, what do you think?
I think that the country is desperately in need of a gay president. I mean, look around.
I mean, that White House could use some
In
decorating.
need, but not ready.
In need.
I think another 8 years, and kind of let nature take its course for some of these things. And
By that he means some of the old people die off that live in the rural part of the country.
right, those people within 8 years of the end of their lives. Talking to you all out there.
I think he's talking to every resident in South Florida, right?
Ooh,
Oh, not Miami.
is the residential turnover that high in Florida? Yow.
Wow.
State of emergency.
well, you know-
free loop for everybody.
Well, you know, the ladies do live a little longer than the gentlemen, so
Naturally.
You know.
Naturally, yeah. Oh, talking about ladies, I don't know if y'all heard this morning. I think in today, they made a study about relaxers in dye, and so that actually produces cancer, especially more on
You mean like hair products?
hair products.
Okay.
But I'm not talking about all hair products. That were actually, the study was focused on hair dyes and straighteners,
Right,
or
relaxers.
Relaxers,
Right. I was just
So-
clarifying for everyone. Like, were we talking relaxer
Yeah.
pills
No,
or
no.
dyes and
Dyes.
clothes?
No, dyes. No, I'm talking about dyes
Right.
for hair. I'm sorry, it's hair products. Yeah. So they do increase.
And do they affect women? Only?
Women, no. It affects men and women, but of course mostly women and mostly African American women.
I feel like
Joel, are you worried?
I will say that yes,
Just wear
I
your
am.
gray
'cause
hair.
on the
did-
relaxer side of it.
I did.
Yes.
I was sporting a Jerry curl for a while, so so yeah. But all it ever did was afro out. It never really curled. I
Yeah.
never had.
Just
I'm about to
random,
afro out,
random
y'all.
scroll news that I heard this morning.
I know.
Yeah. See, that's it,
And now I
ladies.
watch these
Use a
bitches-
flat iron, you know, and some leave-in conditioner, and dye your hair a nice color.
Or
Like blue
go back to the
or
old
purple
days
or
and get
pink
yourself.
or-
Exactly. Be an old blue hair like me.
Go back to
Just
the old
get some
days.
Kool-Aid
and-
and
Girl, that's what they used to do when I
I
was.
know, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Just
in
use
our
some-
20s, that's what they did. They
I
put
heard it
Kool-Aid.
didn't last very long. I heard it started.
No, no.
It looked like
No.
crap.
No.
Like use Kool-Aid in hair?
Yeah.
Yeah,
just use Kool-Aid.
because the dye is so concentrated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. You ever try to get?
It's like
Kool-Aid out of
75
your
cents,
pocket?
right? So if you were doing green hair,
Well-
you like do it with one packet.
Yeah, exactly.
Had to get the little
Or you
package
could
of the
use,
cheapest. right?
Exactly.
You know, vegetable oil. No, vegetable dye. Yeah. that
Vegetable
would work.
Yeah, like
Vegetable
beets. Yeah, the juice from beets.
You know what what they put in the Impossible Burger to make it bleed, quote unquote?
I think so.
Oh, for
What type
F's
of beets
sake.
are you talking about?
It's
Red
true.
beets.
If you want your veggie burger to bleed,
It's
there's something wrong with you.
No, I'm serious. I think they really do put beet juice in like the Impossible
Well, the
Burger.
whole-
I believe it.
Or Beyond
Yeah,
Meat or some one of
it's
them, I
just to
forget.
give meat eaters that little.
bloody.
But if you're
Yeah.
a meat eater, why are you eating the Impossible Whopper?
well, apparently it tastes the same.
It's delicious. Oh my god, it's so good. I had one. I didn't have one at Burger King. I had one at Hard Rock Cafe in Atlanta.
Well, I heard
It was delicious.
they're getting absorbed. I heard that Burger King will no longer be. Oh no, I predicted that Burger King would keep the Impossible Whopper because they were going to absorb the Impossible Whopper brand, but they are apparently getting sued.
Sued.
For Burger King is getting sued for improper handling, I guess,
Yeah,
of the
apparently
meat.
The vegan burger is being cooked at the same place as
As
the
the-
meat
yeah.
burger.
So the
it's
grease
not vegan.
byproduct of the
Right,
grilling
so it's
is
not totally
saturating the veggie
Well,
burger,
let me tell you,
et cetera,
a
et
friend of
cetera.
mine is vegetarian, and he actually tried it, and he said it was the worst thing ever. It wasn't even cooked properly, but you know, I have
don't
not
understand.
tried
If
it.
you're off meat though for a really long time, in fairness to him, if he's a vegetarian, he probably doesn't like it because
Yeah.
it's
It's 'cause
addressed
it-
to like be a
it's supposed to
transition
be.
between.
Yeah.
So it probably tastes like
Here's what I
garbage.
understand. You look at okay, so I read nutrition facts, so you can't really tell by looking at me, but like the calories on a Impossible Burger are the exact same as a regular burger, and it's all plants. So like, what plants are they using?
No, they're
Same-
putting
Well,
fat. They're putting fat in those burgers. To
it's the
make it taste
preparation.
better.
It's the
It's the
you know.
preparation.
I don't know. I read an article in Men's Health that
They're
That's
putting
probably why they
cholesterol.
taste That's probably why it tastes the same.
Because guess what?
It's because of the
Cholesterol
grease
may
and
be-
all of the
possible,
salt.
but it was just
Maybe bad, but it
Nope.
tastes good when you're eating it.
it's the same calorie content. And you're like, well, what's the point?
Well, the point is that it's a fast food burger. They wanted it to be a fast food burger. They wanted
Yeah, but the
it
whole
to-
point of
Yeah.
people trending and dietary stuff is like it's supposed to be a
Yeah.
healthier living,
And it's not.
and it's not.
It's
Right.
not.
Yeah.
So you get to feel fat just like the rest of us. So
Right,
the thing
exactly.
the thing is that we're gonna take a little bit of a break.
Well, before that, I want to just an in passing kind of mention this because we don't want to get hopes up or get too hard, fact checked. HIV or free HIV and AIDS treatment / preventatives
Mostly
are
preventatives.
on the table for in somewhere in DC, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the
it just needs congressional approval.
Yeah, to
right.
be
So
fair.
it's in
Will
the
it-
it's
will
in the
it-
loft.
It's in the law.
It's
Will
not
it
in the
be
House
discussed?
or the.
Will it
Yeah.
pass the Senate? Probably not.
Maybe not. And something I mentioned, I think
It'll
a couple
pass
of-
the House with no problem.
Well,
but
it'll
will
pass
it?
the House lopsided. The Democrats will pass.
in mind. You
Yeah.
never know.
But-
Let's hope for it.
It'll squeak
Well, no.
by.
Let's claim
But
it that
let's-
it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows my
I'm not
feeling on
putting any-
preventatives.
True.
Any hope in Mr. Mitch McConnell's Senate?
By the
So-
way, about preventatives, I'm actually doing a little research because I'm switching from current Truvada for PrEP to Descovy, which is supposed to be, and I've seen it already. It's a smaller pill.
It's
and
the second
supposed to be-
iteration.
Yes, that's correct. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be less invasive on your liver and your bones. But again, I'm doing research on that.
Is this the
before I
same
do the
pharmaceutical
switch.
company that like?
I am not sure if they're the same pharmaceutical, but like I said, I'm
So they're selling their
researching.
trade secrets and kind of like behind the scenes moving all of their money so that
I think the government is suing that company right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
because
they
it's
are.
dangerous. It's always been dangerous. Any of those
Oh,
preventatives
yeah.
have
but
been
let me tell you,
dangerous
I mean,
to use.
when I got on it, I read the whole entire thing. I mean, I know what I was getting on, and it's not like nobody lied to me about you may get this, you may get that. I still chose to do it. So if something happens, then so be it. That's a choice I made.
You did your homework.
I didn't my
Right.
homework.
It's
Most
just
people
that-
should.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of you're in your 30s. I'm in my 30s.
38.
These kids in their 20s though,
And
and these
60.
kids in their teens, they're 18, 19,
Right.
20s.
They don't know better. They
They're
just get
getting
on it.
false hope from these things, from the
True.
media
True,
that
true,
they
true.
were,
And that is
and the
all.
advertising.
That is a whole nother topic.
And let me tell
Right,
you,
exactly.
when I went
Which
to
is
the
why we're
doctor-
mentioning it right before the break, so
Right.
that we can jump out of that and into something
True.
else post breako.
Yes.
Post breako. So y'all ready for a break? Let's take a break.
Bye.
Okay,
Ahorita
we go-
regresamos. Besitos.
Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, y'all. We're back.
Woohoo!
We're gonna spill some tea.
Who are we going to talk about now?
We're gonna sip on some. Well,
Let's
I was
talk
gonna
about
say sip
Joel.
on shade.
Oh.
That's
This,
not,
this is
So-
good. We're
Okay.
roughing everything in, and we're using our fans
tomorrow-
as a
yes.
base. We're
So
going to call
tomorrow-
this second segment is we're
Shout
going to
out.
try out sipping and
out.
spilling.
Ooh, let's sip and spill. Sip and
Yes.
spill.
Sip and spill. So
We're sipping,
Carlos
we're
is being
spilling,
very
hopefully.
patient.
I am.
Speaking of which,
Oh,
I'm sorry. My glass is empty.
oh,
Randy.
My glass is empty, Miss Randy.
girl.
Where's Randy?
Randy's like, fuck you, bitch.
He's like, and
Joel
Bitch,
Joel
get your own
wants
damn cocktail.
another drink.
My-
Let's hope he survives the next show.
I know it's. Ooh, girl.
By the way, I really wanted.
Pay for that.
I was ready for tomorrow because, of course, I don't know if we talked about it on the air already, but tomorrow is a very special day
for
for
Joel.
Joel. No,
Oh,
what's
we're-
his name?
Joel.
Joan.
His name is Joel.
his name is
Joel.
Joan.
Joan.
Don't call me
Cohen.
Joan Crawford.
Cohen.
He's Owen.
Bitch. Don't call me no Joan.
Joan.
He's Joel.
Joan Nelson. What?
Alan.
Alan Jackson. Okay, so tomorrow
Alan
is his
Jackson.
birthday.
He said, "Don't call me no
Happy
Joan."
birthday to you. Boom, 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 boom. Okay.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
Oh, oh Lord.
You know you're not from that family.
Oh, I wish I was.
They have talent.
Not all of them.
And
Not all of them, true.
Not all of them got
And then,
talent.
where's your...
And there was the tea right there. There was the tea. This bitch here.
No, but what are we doing?
We're
We
doing
need to
some
do
shading.
something.
Joel,
We need to
your
go to
birthday. What are you doing tomorrow for your
Tony's
birthday?
Corner Pocket.
Ooh,
Get
don't they have
some
the boy
dancers
review?
saw-
The dancer
oh,
review on
yes.
Thursday?
That place is still open.
Let me
We should take you there
let me tell y'all something right now.
to get slapped
Let me tell y'all something.
with a 12-footer.
Be like,
Ooh,
With a 1-footer, I'm sorry.
with the 1-footer.
12-footer. You,
Wait, didn't I just learn
12
that's called a
footer.
12-footer?
12-footer. Oh Lord.
You'll
No,
probably
no,
have a
they-
heart attack.
Oh no. Yes, I will. No.
oh Lord.
Or it would be just like, huh. Well,
Next.
maybe I'm up for the challenge.
See, most of the time I see those dancers, and it's just
True. My whole thing. Oh, let's talk about go-go dancers for a quick second.
Oh yes, can we?
My thing is this: you may be fine as fuck, but if my fat ass can shake it better than you, I ain't
they really
fucking-
don't dance.
Are
I
they all
am
straight?
not paying you. There's some of them
Gay
that are
for pay.
straight.
Yeah.
They're gay,
Gay
for
for
pay.
pay.
Gay
Yeah.
for pay, pretty much. But my whole thing is this: I will tip a drag queen. I will not tip a go-go dancer or one of these fuckers, because my whole thing is this: I can get up there and make it look bad dancing. So I am not giving you any money. Of course, I don't have the aesthetics.
Thank you to our very special guest, Miss Randy, who's
Thank
just
you, Randy.
an audience
Love
member for right now,
you.
but she'll be on later.
Cocktails waitress.
The bitch
She
is
just,
coming.
I know. She claws are out. She's ready, girl. She is ready.
Ooh, she'd be like,
Right?
bitch, please.
Yep,
Did
yep.
y'all see that looking? Oh Lord.
He was walking, bouncing that thing like.
Cool story, bro.
So, what else? What else we got?
What else?
What else did we bring to the table?
What else are we bringing to the table?
How old is Joel going to be tomorrow?
Joel's going to be 52.
Yay!
Woo!
And he's proud to say 52. He could have said, Joel's going to be 40.
Oh,
Yeah,
believe
right.
that.
Nobody will believe that.
Ain't nobody going to believe that.
That would be exactly where everyone's head was at.
Exactly. Girl, you only should play that if my age was a mystery. My age
Right,
is
if you
not
had
a
said
mystery.
40, that's
We
what it
would've
would have
been
been.
Yeah. I would have
that
gotten
again.
more. I should have gotten more of a laugh track with that one instead of.
Didn't you get a laugh track pre-recorded on this?
Oh, it is pre-recorded,
Yeah.
but we'll let what's her name have her fun with her.
Technical
thing.
director over
yes,
there.
exactly.
Let the millennials be.
Exactly.
Let the kids be kids.
Let the kids be
Yes,
kids.
lost
Exactly.
generation.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell us.
First of all, smacking my lips after that
Oh, Lord.
vodka.
Our table manners.
Vodka, it's a good thing. But you know,
Does your body good?
That's in the starch food group, y'all.
Because it's made from potatoes?
Yes.
but I already got everything I wanted for my birthday. So I'm that's why I said I don't really care what I do tomorrow. Cause,
Oh, okay.
You know, Miss White and Marcus got me a fabulous gift, which I'm not going to say on the air, but it allowed me to buy all this new equipment for the show. So there we go. So I already got my birthday gift. Every time I look at it,
She paid for it? Yay.
every time I look
Is
at
she
it,
your sugar mama?
I just cry a little because I
Of
can't believe how
course. That is super sweet.
incredible that these two are just Marcus and David are. Oh Lord, I'm off a clip. Sorry.
I love it.
She is having
I'm
fun.
I'm getting good at this.
She's having fun over here at the most inappropriate times.
When you said Marcus and Randy are,
Marcus and David.
Marcus and David are,
David,
it was
thank
a
you for
perfect
sponsoring
intro
our
for
friend Joel.
Bad Boys.
They are bad boys. Bad boys. Who I just want to spank all the time.
I told Shit, I'm just
Right.
gonna do my own ad-libs.
There you go. There's that whip. That's
There's
what I
that
was
whip.
looking for.
Crack that whip.
Crank it.
I wish you could. Can you use that little part from the Devo song?
Which part?
No, the Crack That Whip.
That's
Crack
song.
that
Crack
whip.
that
That's
whip.
that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you use that part?
Probably if you sample it
I don't
small
know.
enough. You don't have to. You don't. There's some time limit for it.
Mm-hmm.
But
We could-
so you.
Oh,
You
clean that.
birthday
Parody.
plans and birthday presents are literally on the table already.
Pretty much.
Pretty much on the table.
No,
so-
literally.
Literally on the
Your
table.
favorite word.
No,
literal.
they're screwed in.
In Spanish, literal.
Yeah.
Así es.
Yes, this bitch was at my house till 4 a.m, putting this all together and
Screwing?
screwing.
Screwing and drilling.
Yeah, she was in
and
the.
drilling.
To clarify, she was in the living
Yes,
room,
I was
and
in the
I was
living
in the
room,
dining
yes.
room screwing.
And
Yes.
drilling.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
yeah,
and drilling. Mhm.
Miss Pinky's
Exactly.
very handy.
And talking about the whole process all the way through. I'm like,
Screwing
this bitch
and
can't
drilling.
just drill.
yeah.
She has to talk about the
She
whole
has screw
process.
too.
Well, let me
Yes.
tell you. Okay, what is that thing that
And
we
the
were talking about?
Oscar goes to
Thank
Pinky.
you. Uh-huh.
Lord have mercy.
For
y'all.
drilling stuff into a table. Look at that. Good,
Yes.
Good
Best
God.
screw
let-
in the living room or in
Let
the
me
dining
tell
room.
you something. If you ever need anything done around the house, call Miss Pinky.
Yes, exactly.
I'm very handsy.
She is very handsy. She
Handy.
will drill it. She will use
bring you out to my house for a
DW40
day or
and it'll
so.
make it work. She
Yes.
will make it
Yeah,
work.
no, I mean, design any of it from design to design concept to execution. I've pretty much
Yeah.
having gone through that
He's able to do
like
everything.
3 years solid with my own home renovation and basically tearing the thing down to the studs. Through
I've seen her in action. And I'm talking about carpentry and of course, those type of things.
I thought you were talking about something at the bar.
No.
Because that would be cute. I always wanted to see Miss Pinky running around the bar. Just
Well, let me tell you, I had a request a long time ago if you could use this orange vest, but it's frowned upon. So I didn't get my wish, but it's okay. We moved on from the orange vest times.
from the orange vest time.
Yes.
Girl.
Have you ever seen those? I forgot what they're called. They're called, I think, something naked butlers or something like that, where they just wear a little tie in an apron and that's it, and they kind of serve around in your parties.
I did that once.
Oh,
I
you
was
did?
I was an elf for a Christmas party.
That's
Wow.
not
Wearing I just did like thigh high candy cane socks
There's-
and a pair of like red velvety boy shorts
I felt
and a hat.
I feel like you were typecast because you're so petite that you would be an elf. at a
Well,
party.
Well, he embraces his
It's
size.
it's yeah. I mean, it's the physique as well. I mean, I used to. Carlos would tell you that I have a beer belly, but we have different.
It's a little beer
It's not a
belly.
beer belly.
It
it's
is.
a gin belly or a tequila belly at best.
Right?
It's
Okay.
cute.
I
with
have
a little
tequila
pooch.
abs.
I didn't say it was
It's got a
cute.
little pooch.
But he
Whoa.
was no, he was talking
Whoa.
about it's all muscle and shit. And I was,
It is all muscle. Don't let them fool you,
every
y'all.
time that he says it's all muscle, I just can't avoid cracking about
I
it.
know, right?
Because
Where's your little?
I know
I'm
muscle
sorry.
when I
Where's
see
your
it.
little sound effects to that?
Yeah, I got sound effects for that. Hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Game over.
not quite yet, y'all.
Anyways,
But
don't suck it in.
yeah, I know, right?
I am not sucking
Well,
it
the
in.
moment that we
Y'all are-
started talking about it,
I'm just
he took a deep
playing.
breath.
Lord, exactly.
Look who's talking. I'm huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wonderful.
Ain't
But
nobody.
anyways,
I know.
Anyways,
not
anyway.
not all of us can be as as muscular as Miss Pinky can be. As muscular,
True.
yes, because she
The
works.
bitch
so,
is muscular.
She works so.
I'm
hard
used to
at it.
heavy lifting.
That is true.
That is true.
400 pounders. Yeah. I agree with that.
She gets her Peloton.
Yeah.
in real horde.
Horde, yes.
Horde.
Lord have mercy. Ookie dookie now.
We could. Well, at least we're not on the subject of Rosebud, so you don't really have to.
Oh,
worry
let's
about
not go there again.
Lord have mercy.
You're the only
Yes,
one.
my perfect porcelain
Is it porcelain?
No, it's not.
No.
Porcelain.
Oh Jesus!
Lord have mercy.
You
It's a
said that
figure
it
of
was,
it's a figure of speech.
Rosy pink, whatever.
Boy, that quickly devolved, didn't it?
Yeah.
And there is nobody
Graduation,
in this
though.
room who's ever seen it. So none of except me. I mean, I've seen it.
I feel like the audience is going. Well, if they've never seen it, why are they all laughing?
Exactly.
No, but you have not seen it.
No, I have. Why would
We're not getting into that again.
No, that's what I
Where-
said.
in
Let's
what
leave that conversation
situation?
alone.
I think we've gotten a little too freeform in this second section. So,
Yeah.
do we have any? Is there tea to spill or sip on? Anyone, David?
David, can you tell us about your hat? How coordinated it is with everything
It's
else.
so coordinated.
It's so coordinated. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's a
Speaking of hats,
fag flag.
hand me my hat.
Oh, she has a hat.
Oh, she has a
It's a
hat.
fag flag on my hat. That's my hat.
Oh, yeah, that's the lost hat.
See, I like yours better.
Because mine's Oakley.
I know. I like yours better.
Yours is,
I got it at Lids.
What's that?
It's a hat store.
He
That's
was-
why the name of it is
Lit.
Lids.
Oh, I thought you said Litz.
No.
Oh, okay.
And I actually plan on going back and getting Pinky stitched on the side of it.
What do you have? Turn your head a little. Okay.
It's a pin.
Oh, it's on the back. Hold on, it's on the back. What's on the back?
It says Oakley.
I want one of those. This is better. Than mine. I'll have that next time.
I have a pink Ariat hat that says Pinky stitched on the side because they do the embroidering at Lids.
Oh, I know what you're going to get for Christmas.
So I could get an ace hat.
Yeah, if you wanted to put that on your hat, yeah.
Is that?
I could do that. That's really what I was looking for when I bought this.
Can mine say
Oh.
chubby and proud?
Yeah.
You put whatever you want.
Why
on
wouldn't
that
I
it?
don't think you say whatever you want.
Right?
So on the
They're not-
topic
they're
of
not a
like
sponsor.
retail shopping, did anybody do anything for Black Friday?
or Cyber Monday.
Or
Fudge.
Cyber
Oh,
Monday?
Actually, I went shopping for Black Friday specials after Black Friday. Because for those that don't know, the
Wait.
fucking specials still go through.
Right, all those crazy people who camp out.
Yeah.
They've been camped out since Tuesday.
So let me tell you,
They're
I got
having Thanksgiving
some-
dinner at the table in line at Best Buy.
So I actually went shopping because for some reason my sister and my niece decided to do lunch Thanksgiving instead of dinner Thanksgiving.
Because the
And
sales
so-
start on Thursdays.
True.
Nowadays, they start late on Thursday.
Yeah. So they do. And so because they wanted to go shopping, so we went shopping, but I didn't get anything because I was like, I am not fighting anyone. I am not making lines.
I have never been.
I'm here to criticize everybody that's doing it.
I don't do
That's all I'm
lines.
here for. No,
You know
me
what?
either. I'd rather
I don't
pay
do
extra.
crowds.
Fuck it.
That's why I do it all online.
You know what? Next year, why don't we just take this on the road and stand in front of a Best Buy or
Macy's.
something, or a Macy's.
Let's
or something,
interview folks.
and just
Yes.
interview folks.
Why are you here, idiot? I mean, why are you here?
Right, and just listen to their whole spiel and like, oh, okay, this asshole.
Edit next.
Can we can do a play-by-play while
Yes.
they're rushing in to get,
Oh my gosh.
get all that stuff.
Oh,
Right?
you know what? We should do one of those boards that says free hugs for gays only.
How, in the spirit of inclusion,
Right.
I think you're doing it wrong, Carlos.
What? I thought we didn't want inclusion according to some people.
Yeah, they do want inclusion.
But we have a,
Something that has only lends the notion of exclusivity.
exclusivity.
Yeah, we don't want exclusivity.
Well, I don't want to deal with any straight men with issues. I don't want to deal with that.
Why the straight guys with issues are my favorites.
Oh, no. Oh, girl, no. Well, I'm sure Randy has so many stories about that. It's ridiculous.
We're gonna
We're gonna
have
need your advice later.
we're gonna have Randy story time on our third half.
Story later. My story will be about
You don't say that shit just to work me up. I know it. It's not the third half.
Only when you're here, David.
I think that's true. I listen to the podcast.
Oh my God! So yeah,
So,
I would
yeah.
love to do a play-by-play on Black Friday.
Why not do it like on December 26th, which is like the biggest day of returns of the year?
That's the best. We just stand in the fucking returns line.
What's wrong with this? Why are you returning it? Put it on the spot.
Because Aunt Jackie's a bitch.
Aunt Jackie, did you hear that? They're returning your gift because you're a bitch.
Oh my gosh, that was a Chucky joke, y'all.
I know.
That was a Child's Play joke.
Oh,
Was it?
sorry.
Yeah, Chucky said Aunt Jackie's a bitch, and she got what she deserved.
Well, she did get what she deserved.
She sure did.
Because she gave me this lousy
Right?
ass gift.
But her
that
nephew didn't.
that comes to life and is trying to kill me.
And all
Yes.
they're gonna do is give me a Walmart gift card. Fuck that.
Right? It's like, oh no, honey, that's for the entertainment value.
Can you use a Walmart card to get a Target gift card? Because I'd rather have
You cannot use gift cards to buy gift cards. And at Slash Tag, I don't know that Walmart sells Target gift cards.
Or if you could buy, how would that work? If you bought a Walmart card with a Target card, maybe you did it. I don't even know.
Well,
No,
if you had a Target
It
Visa,
has to be a Visa.
Yeah,
right? But if you couldn't.
like
I don't think there's Target.
there's like
Visas.
a
Actual
There
Target
is.
there's like a
Visas?
website online where you can sell
Really?
gift
Yep.
cards at. So
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
a website where you can.
There's one that's just store only, and then like
There's a
that
Visa
same
one.
institution has a Visa one that you save 5% cash back. You know, there.
Capital One or something like that, right?
It's not Capital One though. It's through Target, and it's probably Comenity.
No, but we're talking about gift cards, not an actual credit card from
Right, you can't
Target.
buy a gift card with another gift card anywhere.
True.
No one will let you do that
Because I wouldn't know what the hell to do with a Walmart. Well, I'd probably just give it to Chris.
because it's store
Now,
credit.
usually when I get those, and let's say I can't find anything that I like at the store, I'll try to find somebody that's willing to swap it for cash, and then I just go buy whatever I want.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
You
idea.
could use it online. That way, no one knows you shopped at Walmart.
But those people that know me,
That's what David does.
unless you don't know me, I'm
hell.
okay with a gift card. If you know me, do not bring a gift card because I'll probably
He's
regift
judging
it right
you.
back to you.
He's judging you.
Yes.
I was threatened with a Chick-fil-A gift card
Ooh.
not too long ago, which I said, no.
Would you rather have the actual chicken?
No, I don't want anything from Chick-fil-A. I don't even like Chick-fil-A.
They have
I
good
didn't
mac
even
and
like
cheese.
Chick-fil-A.
Their
when
food is kind of okay.
I didn't like Chick-fil-A before they
I'll
were
have
anti-gay.
Nothing-
I don't even
No.
Has anybody
I
had?
don't
Has
care.
anybody had the new Popeye chicken sandwich?
I still haven't.
No, not yet.
I still have not. I might go today and
I've
get
had
one.
it. You know what? It's good, but it ain't all that good. It ain't worth killing anybody over.
My sister had it and thought it was
Which-
phenomenal.
Oh, there we go.
They had another one.
Which, if you're not from Houston, we had that happen like 2 months ago. Somebody killed somebody for a chicken sandwich at Popeyes. Ain't nothing that,
That is
good.
true.
That is-
Ain't no,
it is
ain't no
not-
sandwich that good.
It is not good enough for you to.
There's not food
go
that you
to
can get in a
prison
drive-through.
For you to go to prison over a
chicken
sandwich.
sandwich.
It's a chicken sandwich, bitches. That's all it is.
But it is good.
It is.
Is it really that?
You know
But
what
it-
I'd
the-
rather
look,
have?
But you know the funny
His
thing-
voice doesn't give
Something-
away how really,
I know.
how really like
Kill
he
someone
didn't
over
want to
it.
admit.
I don't want to stand in line.
He's like,
I didn't stand in line for it.
but that shit's
No
good.
way in hell.
Because every time I've been past a Popeyes, that drive-through line was all the way down the street. I said, for a
take
chicken
forever.
sandwich? It's a chicken
Well,
sandwich.
you don't know all
No,
those guys
let me,
are about
let me
chicken
tell you the
sandwiches.
one thing that I've been
Lord.
kind of eating lately, and I would say like every 4 days. I go to Whataburger and get a breakfast burger. Those things are delicious.
I'm going to be very blasphemous right now. I hate Whataburger. I do not.
Why? Because
not
they're no
like
longer Texas.
Whataburger.
God.
I do not like Whataburger. I do not think their burgers are all. I don't know why everybody makes a big deal
No, hold
about
on, hold on.
Whataburger.
Time out.
It's a better burger. It's a bigger burger as well.
It's a bigger burger. But let me tell you something.
I'd
I'm
rather
not
just
making
have
a
a Whopper
fuss
with
about
cheese and call
Whataburger
it a day.
itself. Just this particular sandwich is really good, according to me.
What particular sandwich?
Well, there you have it,
I
folks.
just said
breakfast.
the damn
breakfast
sandwich.
burger.
Oh, the breakfast burger.
burger.
Now they're taquitos. I love their taquitos.
They have good
They have
taquitos.
good taquitos. They really do. But,
And the,
So
whatever
don't
it is
trash
about
them
the
if you
ketchup,
actually do
the
find
ketchup
something
is
but
real
I don't
talk,
like their
y'all.
burgers.
And I
What's
get
that?
that.
The
but you do
ketchup is
like
real
something.
talk.
Oh yeah, the
spicy
spicy
ketchup?
one is so
I'm
freaking
not a
good.
spicy ketchup fan, but like I didn't believe all the hype about Whataburger
He's not
ketchup.
spicy.
I am not
It's
having a hard
legit.
time believing that you're not into spicy.
He's not into spicy.
You're not into the spicy.
No, very.
He's.
I'm just not. One spicy ketchup is
What
just
was
kind
the
of silly.
Spanish word that you like to call yourself sometimes?
Oh,
Caliente?
No.
no, it's a
Pinche gringa.
it's a pinche gringo. That
But
means
I do
handsome prince,
but-
y'all in Spanish.
But puta is just as good.
But what does puta mean?
Whore.
Oh,
Mm.
oh,
Now, if you want to say bitch, that's perra.
perra, perra,
Perra.
Perra.
Which means female dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roll your R's. Perra.
Perra.
with the saggy tits. Because really, it's just pregnant.
Which really just means slut. So
Yeah.
Desgraciada.
Oh, look at Randy.
Oh,
Yo no sabía que hablabas español. Un poquito. A ver, ¿qué más sabes?
un poco loco.
La vieja está loca.
Lay motherfucker. There you have it, y'all.
Watch a leg.
This is the most watered down segment of the show I have ever done in my life.
True.
We are just
Usually-
nowhere.
No.
We are just
No.
oh, we're sipping and spilling right now.
we're waiting
Well,
with a D.
what?
Oh.
We're waiting.
on a D?
Waiting through the bullshit.
Shit, we keep waiting.
It's like-
waiting. We're
I was like, oh, this is fun. It's like the
Waiting.
lazy river.
Keep on waiting.
Just go with the flow.
Right, and you're just stuck, and it's like too big a pain in the ass to go back and start over again. And you're just fucking like waiting to get out.
wade in the water.
Exactly.
Wait.
In the water, children.
Y'all all need to stop.
And we all just like the first song that comes to mind that has water in it.
Wade in the water, children.
There you go.
Oh, I feel like that's a little gospel-y for this show.
Wade in the
That's the next time segment, isn't it?
What, gospel?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's the next segment.
yes.
Well, the next show.
Are we gonna go to church on that?
We're not.
Thank God.
No. The next show. I'll clarify. The next show that has the studio.
Oh, yes.
It's not. I'm just kidding, y'all.
Oh,
I feel like everyone at the fucking table
What?
is
No, you
Lord
didn't.
have
I know you
mercy.
do not want us going inside of a church. That building was coming down in pieces.
Girl,
I thought we could talk about
the only time I ever get a tan,
I just feel sorry for all the people inside the church when we get there. That's all.
right?
because you know we're gonna do some corruption when we walk up in there.
Well, they start seeing four motherfuckers in
remember-
flames walking down the fucking aisle. They're all running, trying to find the exits. And there we are. We just walked in. They got to go around
A
us.
long time ago, I went to a funeral, and of course, my friend, I have a lot of black friends, and she was like, I don't know that you can handle the Southern Baptist Church. And I just say, new life, new hope, new joy he brings. And
Oh, you know a gospel song?
I do.
I think I have a sound effect for that.
Lord,
Oh.
you would.
I do, yeah.
Here we
It's
go.
on here.
It's gonna be the peas, tomatoes, potatoes.
It
that
should be.
sauce.
I should. It
I
should
love that. Every time I see that meme, I go, "Oh, I love this shit."
Chewbacca.
Right, exactly. No, I think it was. Well, I could just play this one over instead, but oh, where is
You got
it?
to get the peas, tomatoes.
Do
meme.
I?
You have to get that. Is it a meme or a GIF?
No, I
not
think
GIF, it's
not
GIF.
a
GIF.
gift.
Okay.
GIF, yeah.
I thought it was pronounced GIF. And there was a big argument about that on the internet, by the way, about
A
whether
lot of people call it gift.
Yeah, a
G
lot of
stands
people
for
call it
yeah,
graphic.
graphic.
No,
Graphic,
I would get it.
right, exactly.
But it's just one of those things where
Cool
people just
story, bro.
pronounce
It is.
wrong. So some people just call it GIFs.
Some lazy people call it GIF.
But in all honesty, I don't
Illiterate,
know
I
fuck how
think,
you
is the
call
word
it.
you're
I'll still,
searching
you
for
know,
there,
Nice.
David.
Potato, you know.
A bunch of
Tomato,
Fantasia
tomato,
Burrinos out
We
there.
Pecan.
This
pecan.
country has won against literary.
No, it's not a pronunciation thing.
It's GIF.
No, those,
It's GIF.
right.
I know.
I know,
Who the
but
fuck cares?
you said pecan. It's like that's
Oh,
just
it's
a pronounce.
pecan.
That's
Is it-
I know,
is it
I know it
pecan?
is.
that is
So-
a pronunciation preference. GIF and GIF.
So wait a minute. So
It's
is
pecan.
is
It's
it pecan
literal.
or
No, it's pecan.
It's pecan.
Pecan.
Well, in Texas, it's pecan. You go other places, pecan.
Pecan.
It's like the people up north. They don't
Uh,
have
that's-
ants. They have aunts.
Well, it's
What the hell
like
is
it's like
aunts?
Houston
Ant.
is really not Houston.
Right.
Is
That's what we have. Right.
Houston.
South,
you go
they have
to,
aunts.
You know,
Oh,
New
in the
York.
south, other than in the north, they were aunts.
No, so up north, like north of the Mason-Dixon line,
Right.
and
Or Dallas.
East Coast, right? All regions north of the Mason-Dixon
I-10.
line and Dallas. Their A's are more, so it's instead of ah.
Well, all I can say is I have aunts. I don't have aunts.
You have ants.
Yeah, I have,
The Midwest,
have
it's,
ants.
that's why they
I
they
have 2 of them.
and then you get to Canada and it's totally the opposite.
Aunts. Aunts.
Instead of out,
They're going about town.
oot
About
boot.
town.
Get after it. Pitter patter.
Pitter patter of little feet.
There's a show that I absolutely love on Hulu, and it's called Letterkenny, and it's about this little town in Canada.
Canadian.
And the town's name is Letterkenny, and so like I've adopted all of these little.
I can tell you right now, there was a little Canadian show on Hulu
Tell us.
about kids in the playground and all the playground politics that went with it. That only had 2 seasons. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever watched, and it was from Canada. And I'm like, these are kids during recess. They got cliques. They got
They got clicks.
They have cliques. They have power structure.
It's like recess.
It was It's like
Was that also a pronunciation issue?
Was it?
It was
recess like that?
Yeah, it was like the live action version of Recess.
Yeah.
And it was the most amazing. Y'all have to check it out. I think it's still on Hulu.
And
I think they only did 2 seasons, but it is hilarious.
I haven't seen it, but I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Hilarious. Okay.
Hilarious.
Oh my
Hilarious.
goodness!
It's
Are we on
hilarious.
break yet?
Oh,
No,
oh.
We're
about
we're
to
on
go
break.
break.
Let me
We
mark-
need to take a break.
Let me mark
Let's
this.
get
It is
on.
marked.
Girl, I'm tired.
Girl, we're going to take a break. So, guess what? We'll be right back, and we're going to have Randy story time in the next part of the show. So, we'll be right back. We are back. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
We're in
Hello.
the last third.
Ya regresamos.
Yay.
The last half is my favorite half.
I
ruined
know. It's our
Last
favorite
third of the
part.
show.
Because Miss White is like, I'm ready to go, bitches.
No, it ain't even that. I was just proud that you
It's
said the
past
part-
my bedtime.
Well, yeah, well, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the point.
Exactly.
So we have.
Oh,
we
my
ha-
birthday.
So on this part, we have Miss Randy finally joining us at the table. She's been sitting in the background this entire time. How
In
you
our
doing,
live
Randy?
studio lounge.
You know what? I'm good. I can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody eating my ass, but I can't complain.
Boy, that's a visual.
Well, he did
You know,
tell
make
a.
robo
Well, let's
artificial intelligence that will lick it for you.
Let's go back
exactly.
to a conversation that Randy and I had at lunch when it came to our waiter and his little bubble butt, which was amazing. This boy, this Randy is sitting there going, butt.
No, actually, what I said was, booty, booty, booty.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Every time he walked by, I was like,
BWWW.
booty, booty.
ODDDYYY. Booty.
Now, about that booty situation,
Like Rudy.
Booty.
a friend of mine called me one time, the girl, I was in my early 20s.
Hold on, Randy. Hold on. I need to leave.
Is that
you
a
in.
story?
I think that's a story. It is now.
It's story time, y'all.
It's Randy's story time with Miss Randy.
Wow.
Tell that story.
It's so good
Randy.
when we're not in the
Alright,
jingle
girl.
business.
So,
Talk,
picture it, 1987.
These
I
bitches
was-
weren't even born then.
I was 2.
Yes, a young...
No,
Randy.
these
Grr.
two bitches here.
Oh,
weren't
no,
born
these
then.
bitches weren't born then. Well,
I was born.
I was born.
in 81.
I was gonna say that bitch is way older than me.
so anyway.
I look younger.
Oh, you look
I
younger.
do look younger. Miss Aisha,
She needs
I look
to go mirror
23.
shopping.
This is like a whose dick is bigger game between you two, isn't it?
No, she thinks she looks like she's 20.
I would never. I don't think I've gotten 20 in a while.
Well, I've
No,
been,
you haven't.
I've been,
No, you have not.
I've
No, you
been.
have
I mean, I've had
apparently,
20, but
I've
it's been a while.
digressed by force. Anyway,
Go
I'm
into
sorry, back
Randy's.
to the story
Welcome
in
to
the
the world.
bank.
Well,
anyway,
During bank camp.
See what had happened
here I was minding my own business, getting my ass licked,
As one does.
as one does in their early 18s, 19s, on a apartment building, in an apartment building, in my own little apartment, on a rug, because we didn't have no goddamn furniture, because we were children.
Oh, those first apartments.
Yes, girl.
Inflatable furniture.
Yes, queen. And there were no furniture. The phone was right next to my goddamn ear.
So,
So
Rugburn was
as
real.
I'm having a good time, the phone rings, and it rang like this. You bitches out there don't know what phones used to sound like. But anyway.
How's it go again?
So anyway, because those were the cute phones. Those were the electronic phones.
That.
Not the ringer from the landline, the other landline phone. Anyway, bitch.
Right. It was
So-
non-digital. It was analog. It was an actual bell inside the phone.
That is true.
That's
There you
old
go.
school. That's
Exactly.
old school.
It had a
But
little
this was-
brass metal bell
But
inside the
this-
phone.
Exactly right.
But this
Yeah.
phone was different because it was high tech because it was 19.
Oh, so it was a digital ring.
So she said,
This is
But wasn't it still rotary? A rotary phone?
"Yes, queen."
this wasn't the portable phones that had the antennas or like 10 inches long.
Hell no.
It's like, why? Why?
There I am enjoying myself when a friend of mine calls and says, I'm suicidal. I just jumped off a roof. I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yeah, I'm okay." I said, "Did you break anything?" "Well, maybe." "Did you call an ambulance?" Yeah. Well, I'm getting my ass licked, so I don't have time for this.
Priorities.
Right.
So you got somebody coming to get you.
So you're good, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to stop this
story,
business.
Because in 30 years, it's not going to
Exactly.
happen anymore.
Right. So you guys went back to
This
the.
train has left the station and is about to roll up on those tracks up my ass. So I'm not taking any detours.
Exactly. Right back to it.
There are no words.
You should have just said,
There
get
are
up
no
there
words.
and get in jump, bitch. Because nobody,
okay.
So-
nobody cares.
So
Oh,
you know
dear.
what? You're good. You're good.
Okay.
The ambulance
Randy.
is coming. I'm about to come myself.
Nom, 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 nom.
You're good.
Exactly.
Can you call me back after I'm done here?
Exactly.
No, it didn't stop.
Oh.
It happened. He kept on doing his thing, and I kept on doing my thing.
So
Which
this is
was laying back and enjoying it.
so this is the question and answer part of
Uh-oh.
after story
Question
time.
Q&A time.
It's Q&A
good.
time. So here's my question. You are having a fabulous time. You're laying on your little rug. You got a face in your ass.
Yes.
You hear that phone ring and you answered it. Why did you answer the phone, bitch?
Because the motherfucker was right next to my head. We didn't have no goddamn furniture.
It was just going to keep ringing.
It's just ringing and
You just
ringing.
pick up the phone and put it back
ringing.
down.
Back in the old days, they just rang. And
Right?
rang
And so you just pick them up and put it back down.
There you go.
You know what? It is.
I guess.
I was kind of curious as to who was on the phone.
Oh, wait.
And I thought
While you're
I
having
could
your
have my
casting.
cake and have him eat it too.
Exactly.
Well, it's like,
So-
he ate my cake.
like a phone
while
sex
I was
operator. Just put a headset
taking
on.
the phone call.
So another question. Did your phone have caller ID? That you actually
that.
looked at
Back in
it?
the day,
That
there
was
was no
before
color
that
ID.
day.
Was it? Was
No,
it?
there was
Right.
caller
I
ID.
thought. Wait, hold on.
that
87.
includes
Hold
the
on.
90s.
In
Okay.
87, there was no caller ID.
Yeah,
You're
that
right.
Okay,
was in
all
the
right.
90s.
I couldn't remember when caller ID came out. I think that was that the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually remember who I was dating when that
What
happened.
is this type of
It was
generation called?
1990, and as a matter of fact, it was 1990 when caller ID. And now, y'all trolls, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And guess what? If you're a troll, fuck you. But anyway, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I agree with David. I think it was 1990 that came out.
Yeah.
Caller ID. But girl, I'm not gonna stop this train. No.
But you answered the phone.
I answered the phone because I was concerned.
I would not be
For a
continuing.
minute. For a
That
minute.
would be a game over for me.
What? He had.
I'd be like, oh,
services-
let me just.
Also, your tongue was just gonna go down.
Services
No.
were on the way, and
No. I'm talking
He
about.
wasn't
I'm talking
talking
about
about
Homeboy
penetration.
Munchin. I'm talking about Cookie Monster.
Oh, girl,
I would
listen,
not have continued eating your ass while you were on the phone.
Guess what?
I'd have been dressed and out the door.
Guess what? You don't know how good my stuff was. Because my stuff was that goddamn good.
Fair enough.
So what color was it?
I was fucking.
There are no words.
I was fucking 18 years
I'm sure
old.
Pinky
You
gonna
don't
find
know. My
Time
stuff
now,
was
Pinky.
good. My stuff is still good, but god damn, it was good then.
Oh, yes, 18. Yes, I remember being 18. 18.
That's some good eating.
That's some good eating right there.
Exactly. And that. Oh my goodness.
Sure hate it.
We've missed that.
Would I be doing that now? No.
Why not?
Answering
What
phones?
you mean?
No.
Letting somebody eat your ass?
No, eating the 18-year-old. No.
No.
Jesus
We're
Christ, I
not
don't even know where to
18.
go with that.
No.
All over the place.
We're not 18.
But actually, no. I think that.
He might have. I can't say daddy issues, but he might have grandpa issues. So.
Oh.
Grandma issues.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Oh, that was shade.
That was some shade, girl. That was shade.
That
That was some gray 5 o'clock shadow shade.
grandfather.
Oh dear.
Well,
I'm going to be generous this week simply because it is a very special and wonderful holiday today and
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let that
It's tomorrow, right?
slide. Yes. At 12:03 a.m. Yes.
Exactly.
Yahoo! Yeah, so I'm gonna let that one slide
Let
because
that girl go.
I love the besitos. So I'm gonna let that one slide.
you know, it was a joke.
I know, girl. That's why I'm not
Sure,
worried.
it's a joke.
I'm not joking.
So here's
I was like, who is joking?
here's a question now.
That's not funny. That's not a joking matter.
The way it is.
So here's the question now. Have I now reached Silver Daddy stage? Because there's so many labels.
Oh my God. Is that a word? Is
Yes,
that a thing?
I don't know what
yes.
that means.
You reached Silver
There's
Daddy
bear.
status
There's
Well, Silver Daddy just has to do with your hair.
with your hair. You having.
I
And
mean,
technic-
I do have a little bit of the gray going on.
Yeah,
so.
I think the Silver Daddy Club would
I'm
not
totally
let you
gray.
in.
You
I'm
be like
totally
Anderson
gray,
Cooper
so I guess
Silver?
I'm
maybe?
Silver
Yeah.
Daddy.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a Silver Daddy. That's
Totally gray.
Randy.
says-
I'm totally
Randy's
gray.
Silver. Yeah, for
So
sure.
he's a Silver Daddy?
Yeah, I mean, mine will be
Silver
Silver.
Daddy.
But you're already 30.
So am I still
I'm a
just?
silver celibate.
Am I still just a bear then?
I'm called a silver celibate, bitch.
Well, I'll put it this way.
Am I a bear or am I a daddy now?
You're not a bear.
You will
not
be
a bear,
considered an
but-
You're
otter.
definitely not a bear, and
Okay.
not an otter.
Not an otter.
She
No,
can't be
I'm-
an otter. She's too old. I don't
Way
know.
too old to be an otter.
Oh, wait, I thought otters were just like short bears.
No, bitch.
Young
Okay, so
No, they're
this class,
young.
the
No, that's cubs. Cubs are young bears.
No,
yes,
let's
but they are
Cubs.
bears.
Pinky tells.
They're bears in. I mean, the whole animal adaptation has just to do with really that segment of like. I mean, you could be classified, but it's only if you belong to that animal pack.
That's not like otters don't have hair. Like hairless bears.
Well, no, otters are young, furry,
Young,
slim.
furry, slim.
So am I a wolf?
Cute.
then?
Are you part of the bear community?
I don't know what part of the community.
Cat.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
That's what
Here's
Oh,
here's the thing.
That's
Here's
why
the
she
thing.
doesn't want
The
integration.
thing it's how you identify. So if you're not a part of the
Yeah.
bear,
There you go.
chaser,
There you go.
otter, wolf, you don't have a designation.
Okay, well, I'm just curious because, you know.
Give me a label.
Like in this case.
Well, no, here's the thing. I know.
Don't be chasing folks.
I know that
You're too
there's.
damn old to be chasing folks, girl.
No, you
Break
know,
a hip.
There is a hip story. I'll tell that another time.
Who the fuck is? Oh,
Calm down,
But
y'all.
no,
Calm down.
But it's cute because when I go on Growler or Scruff, they have all these designations, and I'm trying to figure out, especially on Growler, because you have wolves, otters, bears, silver
a wolf.
silver.
It's
daddies,
an older,
all
a
these
matured otter,
otters.
mature otter.
but he's still furry.
Or
Very-
if you're classified as a pup
Very
versus
fit.
an actual wolf. Wolf is like an older version of a pup.
No, pups are specific to puppy play,
I know.
but they don't mature. They
I
always
don't-
stay pups.
Okay,
Oh,
first of
Hell
all,
no, you can't always say a pup, bitch. That's why you a pup. Pups grow up
Okay.
into dog.
first of all, I would like
Not
to
in not in the puppy fetish. They stay
I'm
pups.
kidding, I'm
No, I
kidding.
know.
I would like to say this because it is actually quite funny. I love the fact that on Twitter we have 32 followers right now, which we only had 3 to start.
Right? The month of
For
November.
a year. We had
Thank
3
you.
followers for a
thank you,
year.
Miss Pinky.
Right,
We
there we go.
appreciate Your
The problem is
lost
the
generation
problem
cannot get it up.
is that every time I open Twitter to our page, dick pic. And then people with like these things on their penises that are
What things?
they're restraints
What?
on your they have restraints.
Why would you restrain?
Or are they their
Your
chastity?
Either
Yes, they're doing the
Cages.
chastity thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
some
they're
of them-
into the wearing the
What does it
mask.
The
mean
pup
when you
hood.
restrain?
The pup.
It's a hood.
It's a
What
hood.
does it mean when you restrain your?
Well,
your
It's a chastity. It
It's a
means that
chastity.
you can't get a
Now,
boner
there
wearing it.
are, There are some that wear it for a certain amount of time and makes their penis smaller.
It's sissy training.
It's sissy training to make your penis like smaller.
See, I don't
I think it's the.
I don't get why we
Dominant.
have.
It's a dominant
You know what?
sub.
You know what?
Yeah, it's a
I'm
part
gonna
of-
I'm gonna go back in time
Hey, don't finish what you're
to the
fixing to say because they
70s,
existed
to the
back then too.
70s, to the 70s before HIV, and
Girl, you weren't.
cure all this shit
You
in
were
my
born-
mind. In my mind.
before HIV.
No, before HIV, go back, girl. Can't we just go back to men being men and just
Yeah,
This
and
was like, really, all
and
that
not
stuff-
having sex with other men.
all that stuff.
No,
I'm just saying that the
That
bondage
is
and
true.
discipline, submissive type stuff, that all existed. It's not new.
That's what
No.
Not new.
the
Oh,
birth
you're
of
right.
the birth of the
It's-
hanky
I
code
know
was
it is.
The
Yeah.
difference is that
long in
now-
existence.
Yeah, now we have social media.
We just don't
which
have to pretend
puts
anymore.
Everything out there, and we don't have to pretend anymore. That's
Listen,
right.
I like the fact that people are doing their thing, and there's nothing wrong with that.
We'll stop judging.
But this whole thing about listen, what has me concerned? I'll be honest with you. What has me concerned is
That men are
caging
having
up-
sex with men.
caging up cops and restraining them. Why are you restraining a wonderful
Well,
thing?
That could be your
Answer that.
that could be your superhero name.
Why are you restraining?
You could be the cock liberator.
It's like I could say, why do I care about your story about getting your ass eaten? Is the same thing as
Right. I mean, there's somebody out there
Well,
cringing
no,
about
no,
yeah,
having
no, it doesn't
an,
matter.
It's just different.
It's-
flavors.
eating the
Y'all-
poop
y'all
shoot.
got- Y'all got me wrong. I wasn't judging. I was kind of
No.
just joking about the fact that I can't stand the idea of cocks
this
being
boy-
Right.
restrained.
Right, exactly.
But it's just not for you. I mean, there's a whole segment out
No,
there.
no,
that's
no.
Just the whole
No,
concept of like locking up a
No,
dick.
I'm
Right.
really wasn't judging anybody.
It's a majestic
I was
animal.
I
It
was
should
just
be
joking
allowed
about
to
the
roam
whole
free.
idea. You know, the whole
Definitely.
idea. Yeah.
right?
Right. So all you sissies out there, she was not taking a shot at you guys.
No, not at all. Y'all
We do this in light spirits.
do not take me seriously, bitches. And if you do, listen. Y'all know how to reach Joel.
Right. Exactly. Email us.
At
There's nothing wrong with an abacus.
on Twitter. You know, some people don't even know what a damn abacus is. I mean,
It's
you and I, the three of us know, but I don't know.
It is archaic.
Let me tell you, I know what an abacus is. I don't know how to use it.
Okay,
but I know what it is.
I would be that person too. I know what it is, but I do not know how to use
Well,
it.
I'm dyslexic.
Yeah, bitch, I ain't that
I'm
old.
dyslexic, so I've got the red. I've got the red dot. You know, the red bead. And I'm just,
It's decimal places.
it's like, oh,
Then you know more about it than I do. Then
Oh,
I'm not making.
I've
fun
been
of
around a little bit
dyslexic
longer.
people, I'm actually dyslexic. So.
I just dropped the 1 off the front because you say 134 and people start freaking out.
Are we talking about? What are y'all talking about?
abacus, never mind.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. You were not
I
at
had
the table.
to.
You weren't even his.
You know,
Good. Go
To
back
the
to sleep.
bathroom.
Let me
Do up your belt.
let me tell you a little story.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
now it's Joel's story time.
Oh no! It's not a story. I mean, you're not fixing to get into it.
Is it a story or is it not a story?
No. So
Make up your mind.
Get your shit
here's-
straight.
Stop toying with me.
Here's the wonderful thing about now suddenly being over 50. Suddenly being over 50.
now.
Yes. I realized that. Shut up.
She's
52.
Suddenly,
Suddenly.
Susan.
She's 62, is that what you said?
And she said suddenly.
Oh
Girl,
dear.
check yourself right here and right now.
Can y'all stop?
Check yourself or you wreck yourself.
You know
Oh,
what?
honey, she done wrecked herself.
You know what? I
Smash.
can't believe that my two friends who are also of a certain age are giving me shade.
You're the
about
one
this.
saying.
No, I'm sorry. man.
Acting like you
know,
just turned
set
50.
yourself up for
Good
that 'cause
Lord.
Any
as somebody who's coming up on their 50s.
Whatever.
They're just
You've been
jealous
there
because
2 years already.
Oh, never mind.
Ooh,
I was going to say because they're older, but you're actually the oldest one here.
I am.
No, I'm talking about her.
Yeah, no, actually, I am the oldest one here. I can't believe I'm the oldest one in the room.
I know, and you know what? How often
the-
that never happens.
Aw.
So I'm just happy it's happening today.
Oh yes, I
Oh, shit.
constantly get it from these queens who are only just a year or two younger than I am, but they still love to let me have it about being the oldest one in the room.
Well, it was me that brought it up, and I'm a lot
No,
more than
no,
2
you're
years.
you're 38. I'm talking about these two bitches who are over 50 and yet still love to give me shit about the fact that I'm the oldest one in the room every time we go out or every time we. Oh, girl, no, she's older than me.
Oh no, girl!
This bitch is older than I am.
She's my auntie.
Okay, I have a question. I have a question for y'all.
Because I'm from fucking New York. It's my auntie.
So my question is, y'all bitches still go out?
That explains the difference in complexion.
Girl.
No.
No,
Happy
wait. We go to happy hour. Here's going out. Here's going.
Now you've reached a certain age
Yeah.
when your story starts with, I was
I
at
am.
happy hour this
Yes.
one time.
You know
So here is.
You know we're in bed by
Here's
8:30.
here's going out.
Toast.
I know.
Girl, you got your cane?
Here's
She don't need
here's
that yet.
going out
Yeah,
for
do
gay
you
men
have
over
your-
50.
Oh, Lord.
It starts with a lovely dinner where we all talk about
At 4:30.
what hurts this week.
Supper time.
What is hurting this week?
Yeah, like I
Over a bottle of wine.
Over a bottle of wine.
Oh, now we're going to now. See, if we're doing a bottle of wine, we definitely have to go to Barnaby's because they got those $10 bottles.
I'm going to make all kinds of waves now. That place sucks.
No, Barnaby's is cute.
No, it's not.
I'm going to send Metro Lift to go pick you up.
Right. So do you guys normally meet up somewhere? Like
Yes.
first? Like
Oh,
at
no.
somebody's house, or do you meet out and about?
Lately, we have been meeting out and about.
So there's less pre-drinking and like the whole
Well, Joe and I haven't celebrated
doesn't exist
Barnaby's
anymore.
birthday
Pre-gaming does
in,
got to go
in a
down.
while. Last year we did go out.
Your birthday?
Girl,
Yeah, we
yes,
did.
We did. And
We
I
were a
got-
mess, girl.
I got two
Oh, I was
full
in
girls.
We were a
Still
mess.
wasn't
Yeah, you were still in Louisiana.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a mess.
she was full, I was full.
Definitely.
Oh, that would
definitely.
be. Oh, that's the infamous Ripcord.
Yes.
Enough for
I
Kyle
was
Bar.
about
She's
to say
banned, by the
somebody,
way.
but she ruined that story.
Somebody banned from Ripcord for having sex
somebody
Is
got
that the one that
us
she gets pissed
thrown
because
out
she said she didn't do
of
it?
the bar.
because she's having sex with somebody.
Yeah.
On the patio?
I did not have sex with anybody on the patio.
She did not.
We
She
were
was
just making
she
out.
was getting blown.
Thank you.
And I'm sitting in the bar.
There is a possibility she was so
minding my
fucked
own
up she
damn
can't remember.
business.
Randy, can you talk into the mic? Can
I'm
you
sorry.
talk into
Girl,
the
we
mic?
can't
I'm
hear you,
sitting in the
girl.
bar, minding my own damn business.
Again, that's
this
one
bitch is out getting blown on the patio of the ripcord. Blown.
Balloon.
And I'm just minding my own business.
Oh, I
talking
was
to this
late.
Cute couple, they're very sweet. And this man comes up to me, is he with you? I'm like, oh, shit.
You're late again.
Yes. I said, yes. Why? You both have to get out. Go. Now. I still don't know if I'm welcome back to the Ripcord because I've never had the nerve to go back up in there.
Joel knows he can't go back.
I can go back. They just won't recognize me.
Shit.
It's not like they have my picture up on the wall. Good Lord.
She wasn't a shoplifter. She was just getting a blowjob.
Yeah,
She wasn't a
thank you.
shoplifter.
I wasn't shoplifting. I was just getting a blowjob.
So time out.
At a ripcord. At ripcord. Where
you're supposed to get a
everybody
blowjob.
gets a blowjob. Everybody gets a blowjob at ripcord.
I have had thousands of blowjobs at the Ripcord.
Well, some people, Mr. Spunkmeyer Brown was getting his ass licked when he got kicked out.
Oh, I got my ass licked at ripcord too. But that was many years ago.
There are no words.
No, I didn't get my.
I got
never
my
had
ass
licked. Now I've drank a beer next to another guy who was also drinking a beer, and we getting our dicks sucked at the same time. But I have never licked. Girl, I don't lick ass.
Right. Suddenly she comes up for air and
No, he said, I gotta pee. I said, go and come back real soon, quick. And he came back real quick.
Oh, you didn't like the golden shower?
No, it wasn't
And then it
me
was
going to the
time.
bathroom.
You
It was
wanted to take
him. He had to pee. I'm not. No, geez, no.
You could have actually just pee all over you. Or you could have actually just drank that.
No.
It's
I
called
think-
water sports.
No.
It's disgusting. Just my opinion.
No,
I have been.
you have
By the way,
opinion that was
I
on
have
the
been in
other
ripcord
side. He
where
was
some dude was laying in the urinal
Oh.
while everybody was pissing on. I'm like, what the hell is going on in here? That everybody's pissing.
think I
Why
saw
are you
that.
letting people piss on you?
I think I saw that in Austin one time.
Some people just
Listen.
like it. I don't know if you have seen that YouTube video where there's this guy at Pride. They have like these pots where you can go pee, and it's just a pot. There's nothing covering it, and this dude is just walking around from pot to pot, moving his little cup because he's drinking everybody's. pee.
Oh, that's
Listen, y'all. I'm not running this show or anything like that, but I just want to say something. If you like to drink piss, bitch, that's on you. Don't.
And if you like
send
to
bad
eat
letters.
ass
Gives me
or
gas.
brandy.
If you do, you know,
oh, it upsets
Joe-
my acid
you know
reflux.
Joe
I can't do all of that.
acid reflux.
It's sad that you know that.
Actually, if you didn't know,
Listen,
It is very sad that I know that, but
Your
yes.
thing is your thing. If you want to do that, that's on you, bitches. But don't judge us because we're judging you. Because we are definitely judging you.
yes, we know, right there.
And if you hurl a bowel movement at my ass, I'm going to whoop your ass.
And there we go.
We-
Well-
we need to get somebody to get a little bit quicker with those sound
She's learning.
they're late on purpose.
She's learning.
It's all very, very purposeful. There's a method to the madness.
Yes.
Well, ladies, we're almost at the end of this episode.
Oh my
Whoa,
goodness.
Lord, have mercy.
We
You
heard.
should. Oh, I know what.
Go
I
ahead.
know what I'm
Speak,
gonna give you for
sister,
your
speak.
birthday. Well, not me necessarily, but I'm gonna get people.
I just want my ass eaten. That's it.
Oh,
That would
I
be
was gonna
nice.
say I'll
Can you find that on what's
give
it called?
you,
Double list?
Oh,
Girl,
oh,
you find
You
anything.
can find that on Double List, yeah.
oh my God!
Is that what
Can
it's
you?
called?
Wait,
Double
let
list?
this woman
Yes.
finish.
Can I take
She
credit
was
cards?
trying to
Yeah,
tell
I
us.
was
go
just
ahead.
trying to tell you that I wanted
Let
to get you a
him
bukkake
finish.
party.
A bukkake
A
party.
bukkake party.
Ooh, I don't know. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know what a bukkake party
So you
is.
can get a really
No.
good facial.
That's a bunch of men coming in and
Just coming on his face.
Yeah, just coming all over the place.
Not all over the place.
Well, all
Your
over me.
face.
All
If
over
you
me.
want-
You
if
may
you
look
want
like
them-
10 years younger.
If you
afterwards.
want them to fuck you, they'll fuck you and everything else.
Mm-hmm. But
Girl, that's
Yeah.
got to be a lot of money.
That's you know,
That's on that
supersonic
list.
vitamins right there. Vitamin D.
I get like all my daily ounces of protein and vitamins.
All that bukkake.
All in
that
several
bukkake.
shots.
I'm not
Yes,
doing
girl.
that. I'm not. Listen, you know what?
Girl, I'm okay with that.
I'm too much.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
I don't
Okay.
even know what to say.
First of all, I'm
can do it.
gonna
You
say
can do it.
this. First of all, I'm gonna
I'm
need
not
a
joking.
Big
lot.
Sur, it didn't happen.
I need a lot of plastic for the floor because I do not want to have to be cleaning up stuff off my rug. I live in an apartment with a rug. You think I want all that stuff on my rug? No.
so then it's gonna smell like fish afterwards.
Fish.
It's bukkake.
This bitch here. Girl.
I love it.
I love it, girl. I love it. But
Oh man.
we're
Every time you say bukkake, she's gonna now play.
I
something.
know she's gonna play shot,
Bukkake,
shot,
bukkake,
shot,
bukkake.
shot.
You've never seen the bukkake porn site?
I have seen bits and pieces, but I went, nope, not interested, and I moved on to something
I live
else.
such a sheltered life.
So no, I just usually just moved on.
I don't
Shelter.
do.
I didn't even know what
You say
that
you
was.
used
I do random.
I used to. We didn't have
You know,
that term back then.
I
We
don't
called it other
do
things.
Oh, that's not a
porn
new
sites.
term.
I don't have
That's been out.
one place.
Well, I mean, everybody has Pornhub and
Yeah, but I
X
don't
and
go
X,
to
I have a question for y'all.
but everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
One place.
Definitely.
I've heard this story, and I'm not sure if it's true. So I might need some of you more mature ladies to tell
Lord.
me.
Here we go.
So I've heard that in the second floor of the Eagle, it used to be rooms that you could rent.
No.
No,
Yeah.
Never.
No, that's not true.
No, that's
No.
not
Okay.
I believe it was 611.
Right,
I
no.
don't know,
The
it's about-
gentleman who owned 611 lived
there.
upstairs
Yeah,
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
building.
yeah, never.
And it was going to be a gear only space when they opened the Eagle. It had
Okay.
been rumored to be a gear only / fetish space.
The
Yeah,
reason
but
I
that
ask
other
is
It's actually
because
going to be great because
I don't
there are some
know,
very big
there
name
is a
DJs
store.
coming to play there now.
Right.
I'm not
yeah.
going to say necessarily the name of it, but it's around I-10. If you go to the second floor, you can rent a little room where you watch TV and you can do your
A
business
bookstore.
there.
What's the name of it?
No, I'm not going to say the name.
Why?
Where's it at?
Uh,
I-10 and
it's
what?
on I-10 in between Studemont and I think
What exit?
Okay, let me get my.
Studemont and Heights.
Where's my Google map?
Studemont and Heights, y'all.
Okay,
Where's
it's
my
I know
Google
called-
where that
map?
is.
It's called-
I know
it's
a
called-
big store. I know where that is.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
actually.
bookstore. We
I know
already.
what it is.
Oh,
and
it's
that's
been there
old
forever.
School.
Yes.
And
Been there
you know what?
forever.
That's old school bookstore activity.
Okay, so
So-
that's what they're called, bookstores. Okay,
Yeah.
So I
Well,
was
I
told,
think they call
were-
adult video stores
The reason
now,
they were
but we
called
call
they're
them
called
bookstore back
adult
then is
bookstores.
because
They're
they were
historically
fronts.
known
They
all
were
by the same
fronts.
title,
Fronts.
bookstore.
Okay.
Books.
So
Back in the old
and I
days.
apologize. This
No,
is
don't
ignorance on my
apologize,
part
girl.
because again, I didn't necessarily grew up here, or I came here when I was older and I was not exposed necessarily to a lot of things. But so that's why I'm asking. I didn't know that they were called bookstores.
Yeah, they're called bookstores.
Okay.
Back in the
And-
day.
Back in the day, they
Now-
were
now
called
they're
bookstores.
adult
now,
video
now
stores.
they're just
That's what they're
adult
called. Okay.
video stores.
Right.
Okay.
Where,
so I
as
was
Randy
told-
said it best,
I was
you
told
just
that-
literally going in there to have
jerk
gay
off.
sex.
Eagle,
You're not
right,
really,
yeah.
you're not fooling
They
anybody.
have booths with holes
And I
in the
will
wall.
say, I can
I've
say
heard
something.
that. I've just never
Yeah,
seen it myself.
It's true.
I can say something with complete authority because, girl, I passed by there at Thanksgiving.
Oh, I thought you were there in Thanksgiving.
No,
Gobble,
bitch.
gobble, gobble.
I wish, but I don't do gobble gobble gobble, girl. Anyway, I'm not trying to get no STD at this age, bitch. But anyway, you know what? Here's what had happened. I
What had?
passed by. The whole parking lot was full.
Of course.
Oh
it's-
yeah. I mean,
Hey,
I've shopped there before because it's an
If I
adult
drive by there
store.
2 in the morning on any day of the week.
Yeah, actually, they don't.
And you
close.
know the
No,
place.
they don't.
I'm-
No, they
You know
don't.
what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And guess what?
And that's what it is, y'all. The bookstore after the bar.
He's playing, of course, he's playing cheer. Randy's the only one at the table who doesn't have earphones, so he can't hear the share that's being played about a bookstore.
Sure, got nothing on
But
y'all.
the thing
I tell
is
ya.
that, you know, it is true. After every holiday, Every video store is packed.
Yeah, I just said,
No,
You
let me
imagine
tell you
spending
something.
time with your family and
Okay.
then suddenly you need to rush off to a video
usually
store?
When I buy lube or I buy certain things,
It's supposed to be straight.
that's the
though.
place where I like to go because I like the service. So
So does everyone
everybody
else.
No, no, what I'm
It's a
saying
very
is-
The
service-oriented
service is
business.
wonderful.
No, I'm not talking about.
I insist on good service.
I know.
I'm talking about customer service. Like this is the one.
Exactly. Exact customer service is amazing, girl.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This is the one place I go, and I can ask questions.
Wait, I want to say something real quick. My friend, whose name I shan't mention, used
Back
to
in
call
1920.
We used to call when we would go to bookstores. He would say, "Girl, we about to go get some customer representation,"
No,
and we
but
did.
all jokes aside, when
That ain't no
I've
joke,
gone
that
to
was
that
the truth.
store, I would ask questions and I would get somebody that knows what the fuck.
They've seen it. They know what to do.
They're using it.
They
Right
use
behind the other
it.
side
They
of the
know
wall.
exactly.
No, and sometimes I get I recommend this because of blah blah blah, and I feel comfortable. When I've gone to other places, I don't feel that comfortable. Now in that place, I do, but I've seen people go upstairs, so I've always wondered what that was, and I've heard stories.
You need to go upstairs.
Now the other thing is this: I've heard that the Eagle had
No,
that
he's talking
upstairs
about the
back in
bookstore.
day,
He's still
but
talking about the
apparently-
video.
No, he's talking about the ego. No,
I'm
the
talking about
bookstore.
smooches.
Yes,
That's what it's
he-
called, smooches.
Girl,
We got the
I
name.
don't know anything.
Smooches.
Girl, you just said the name. But
Well,
I
y'all-
don't
y'all
know nothing
been
about
wanting
it.
to
But
get
you,
it.
oh, it's upstairs. The business is going on upstairs.
Yeah, but I mean, let me tell you, they sell a whole bunch of other things,
Girl, go upstairs.
Go upstairs.
even for those smoker people.
Go upstairs, bitch. I'm telling you to go upstairs.
But
Exactly.
I don't wanna go by myself.
That's the best time to go.
Listen.
By yourself.
I'm not. Nope. Nope.
So
Here's
if
the
I
thing.
splurge,
Okay, so
if you're
let
a big
me-
shooter,
let me give you a little.
Anymore,
All right, so we're almost about to call it a done day. But
Okay, good
let me
night.
give you a
Go to sleep,
little
y'all.
piece of advice. When you go in there to buy your lube or whatever your needs might be,
Go check
Hang
it
out in the parking lot for
some
15
tokens.
minutes before
on
you.
a day where
I
it's
know.
not so crowded, just take a little peek. Just walk up the stairs and
how
take a little
sanitary is
peek.
that place? Because
It's not.
It's not sanitary.
Girl,
Okay.
it's
You're gonna-
men up
you're
there.
gonna-
Ain't nothing
Because-
sanitary
tell
about a
you
bunch of
something.
men.
Asking if it's sanitary.
It's
I
sanitary.
can if you're a
Your
big
feet
shooter,
will
I
stick
can
to the
already
floor.
You might slip on. You might slip.
Yep.
Slip on. Huh?
Oh, I remember that.
It's like, oh, somebody must have spilled some soda.
I'm
Let me clean it.
Those
out.
noises, Pinky, those noises were perfect because that's exactly what it sounded like walking through a.
Yep.
Yes,
That's
girl.
exactly.
You might slip on a wad.
Oh yeah,
Just be glad you're not slipping.
Shit, I ain't going there.
No, just
After that.
I
No,
say,
no,
I
no,
say
no.
go just for
No,
the
I
experience.
just
I
for
know
the
the
experience.
reason.
Just go up there and
Listen,
see.
Everybody's done it.
Listen, I say feed your dark
Everybody's
side 'cause
done
it's
it.
Cute.
It's
Oh,
cute.
let me tell you, I feed
When
my
you're
dark
young,
side.
when you're young enough,
Sometimes I
feed your
overfeed
dark
it, just like
side.
myself.
That's
You
not
should
what,
experience
girl.
it.
I'm not talking about biscuits.
You should experience a glory hole.
I'm talking about.
Yes, you should experience a glory hole at least
So
once.
hold on. Whenever you go to one of those places, you pay for the other person to do the.
No,
You both paid. First of all, you both paid to get back to go back behind.
It's like $6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
you
so
know
someone
that.
to go up there.
how do you know that?
Because the bitch has been there. Right.
No.
I've been told.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm
That's how my
asking
ex met his massage
Girl,
therapist.
it's $6 all you can eat. It's like a buffet, bitch.
And they
That's
both
true.
and both of y'all paid to get in, by the way. So
Oh, okay. So the glory hole is there. You can just.
the glory hole is actually
There's a bunch of
hole.
rooms
And-
with viewing. You don't pay per room, so if there's
And-
not a
and
room
you don't-
available,
but
you
you
just
know
stand
what?
around
You
in the middle
Or walk
and
in.
wait. Right.
Or walk
Who's
in.
on
You
the
know
other
what?
Right.
side?
The lovely
Glory
thing
holes-
is that
glory
if
holes
you
are
can't
not-
find a room, somebody's door is slightly open.
But no,
So
no.
all you have to do is just take
All
a
right,
peek in.
here's the thing, Joel.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you recall this. The
I
city
believe
took
I
over
can
places
fly.
like that.
And the
there are
Oscar
no
goes
glory holes.
to.
You have to use your face, your eyes. No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You have to use your face, your eyes.
Oh, I want to use
You
my
have to
mask.
own
not-
it. You have to own it. And you have to tell somebody, "I will suck your dick."
Look,
With your eyes.
hold on.
Weed every day.
No, that was back in the day.
Back in the day, if you were standing in that room and a dick came through that hole, you knew what to do with that dick.
I never done that.
Not appropriate.
I don't like that. I don't like that glory hole. No, I've always gone.
Okay.
Grab it,
I
yank
need
it.
to see. No, I need to see. Bitch, I've never sucked an ugly man's dick, and no ugly man has ever sucked my dick. Let's get it right.
Okay, well, that's...
So,
That was rude.
but hold on.
No, it's not. I'm not letting ugly folks
Look,
suck
ugly
my
guys
dick.
need to have sex too.
Every ugly
I
guys
got-
got.
No, I'm not saying that.
If
you
you're
have a choice.
big.
You let an ugly man suck your dick. I'm not letting an ugly man suck my dick.
Nobody suck my
I
dick.
think that's the point of the glory hole, though, so that you
Yeah.
don't have to look at their face.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see your dick. I don't really care about you
Because
let me
as
show
a
you, there's
person.
some people with beautiful
I'm a
dicks out there.
romantic.
And they
I'm
could.
a romantic.
She's a
In a
romantic.
bookstore, how you gonna be a romantic?
I'm explaining.
$6 get you
The
romantic.
romance.
You know what, bitches? I'm explaining this. I guess I am the romantic of the bookstore.
All right.
No,
I
that's
wanna make
bullshit.
A very,
I call bullshit
a
right
very
there.
momentary
Okay. First of
connection.
all,
He's always come
once
in my
again
room.
we have.
This man is always come in my room. You know, my room.
Let's finish this because
Right,
we are,
right.
girl. We are already
behind this,
over.
You gotta show me.
No,
Bitch had
it's
too
it's
much to
been
drink.
so much fun.
I know. We had a
Good
good
night,
time.
Everybody. It's
We had a
been
good
pleasure.
time. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Randy,
Placer.
for coming over. But we have
I'll
gone
see
way
you in a couple
over.
of years.
Find us on Twitter, of course, at Little Gay Talk Show. On Facebook, That Little Gay Talk Show. On Instagram, of course, once again, That Little Gay Talk Show. Miss Pinky and Joel are out. Everybody say goodbye.
Indeed.
Adios. Besitos.
Adios. Oh, by the way, we do have a surprise episode that'll be coming up with
Bonus
some
material, y'all.
bonus material. with
Boner,
some,
boner list
where
material.
there won't be penises in the room.
There
There'll
won't.
be a lot of
It'll be
vagina.
boner list.
Oh, I hope there are no
gonna be a-
penises. 'cause
It's
I
going to be
like
a
cock.
lot of vagina.
The fish
in
market is
room.
open.
The fish market is open.
I've heard that in a long time.
Mhm.
The
Where-
vagina
where-
monologues are coming along.
I know. So we're going to call it out. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Oh, Carlos, do your little besitos thing.
Besitos.
If you ain't going to
Okay.
be good, y'all, be good at it.
Thank you. Bye.